This first video is going to be a mixing video. So the ratio for Luna is 1 part powder, 2 parts developer. So you can see here, I'm putting in my 20 volume developer. I did 30 grams of powder, 60 grams of developer. We're going to start stirring with the whisk. You will see at first the consistency is pretty runny and we want to just stir through that. You don't want to stop here and say, oh, it's runny, I need more powder. We want to stir through that. This is allowing those color pigment molecules to expand and do their job. So continue to mix, and then we will grab a brush here in just a second and show you how the product really does thicken up. And there we have this beautiful Greek yogurt-like consistency with the 1-to-2 ratio. It's very important that you always use a scale. This first application I'm showing you is a traditional foil on pre-lightened ends. So you can see in my application, I'm being very careful not to overlap onto her pre-lightened blonde. And my saturation is thick, so it looks very violet as you are applying. And now she's done processing. We're going to open the foil. Again, it looks very violet. I'm going to take my finger and wipe some of that away so that I can see the actual lift of the hair underneath. It is a beautiful, clean, level 10 blonde, ready to rinse. Again, pulling the foils, you're going to see a lot of violet. Don't be scared of that. With a shampoo, it's going to rinse right out. And here is her finished result. Clean level 10 with no toner. Next up, we have a kind of just yellowed out blonde ends. You can see when it's wet, really yellow, really gold. We want to eliminate that. So I did Luna with 10 volume and just applied it wet at the shampoo bowl. Again, a 1-to-2 ratio. And you can see how we're lifting and toning in one step. There is her after at the bowl. Beautifully toned, a little bit brighter. And there is blow dried and styled. So you can see we were easily able to just bump out those yellowed ends. Next up, this is just a quick foil pull so you can see how violet that toner really looks when you rinse out the hair. It is very important not to panic during this step, but know that when you shampoo, it is going to rinse out. Again, you can take your finger and kind of scratch some away from the surface, but here's her finished result, just with a shampoo and no toner. On this, we used Luna with 20 volume on her hair. Next up, I'm going to show you a root shadow with balayage on the ends just to bump up the blonde. So you can apply your root shadow, apply your balayage on the ends, and here is her finished result. Again, no toner, just needed to bump those ends up one level.